Welcome, Finished Basements. Come on in. Welcome to my crib.
Hey, what's up, guys? Pat Gagliano here. We got something really special for you. We got the homeowner here, Tom. Just welcomed you in. We are so fortunate to be showing you guys this basement. There's so much going on here, and this is a true where my design meets the homeowner's design, and it all comes together perfectly. So Tom, I'd love for you to kind of show us a little bit about what we got going on here. I think we got to start with the best room in the house right here. We got a lot going on here, by the way. We got a home theater. We got lounge. We got a kitchen, rock and roll lounge. Sorry, Ozzy Osbourne chair. Sorry. So tell us what we got going on right here.
All right. Well, first off, to work with Pat and Finished Basements was fantastic. I mean, he assembled a real dream team of craftsmen that come in and not just bang nails and hammers and nails. What they really did was help put together a whole basement for you. And they have design ideas. And you should listen to what Pat talks about some, because I took some of his design ideas. I really did. So one of the things that we did here was this was just a blank wall, and I had Pat put in a half-inch or three-quarter-inch
plywood the whole wall,
so I could hang guitars. Now Pat didn't realize it was going to look like this, but
I thought we were talking one or two guitars, and then we
have a whole thing here.
What do we got? 40 guitars down here?
Yeah, there's about 40 guitars.
Yeah.
This and all of that. Pat and Finished Basements also created a stage. I wanted a stage to play out of. So they created this fantastic stage. And one of the really cool things that you thought of, Pat, was if you notice the walls here, the corners are not 90-degree angle corners. The corners are curved, and that was one of Pat's ideas. So, because my idea was to put a wraparound tattoo, so Pat said, why don't we just put a curved wall here and a curved wall there? So I thought that was a great idea on your part.
Thanks.
They did it, and we were able to do the wraparound tattoo, which I thought was kind of
cool. And it looks great. And the stage, I was questioning him too in the beginning. I'm like, why do you want such a big stage? Normally it's just decorative. Well, in this case, it's not decorative. This is real. Yeah. The band comes down here and they play. I mean, look at this lounge that you're playing to. I mean, on both sides. I mean, this is just incredible.
Thank
you.
I
love this tattoo that he designed this tattoo.
There's a girl, Cheyenne, that helped with this. She was a big part of it. She's extremely talented. I was actually going to tell you, Pat did this blindfolded. Pat also paints, and he did this blindfolded.
I don't have that talent. I love how it goes onto the ceiling and around the window, so it just looks super cool. But just and keep going too. We had column right here, so we incorporated the stage into the column. And the contrast too between the black stage and the lighter tones on the floor and the black wall. I mean, this just is perfect.
And if you look closely at the column, this was another wonderful thing from Finished Basements, where they had some creativity and some design in creating beautiful columns like this, which really enhanced the space, which I think really enhanced.
Yeah, all these things help. So this is an interesting area right here because Tom and I, we debated this for a little bit because I wanted this wall open with spindle railings, and I knew it was going to make the basement feel bigger. And you were pushing back on this for a while that I want this wall to be solid, I don't want it open. And the minute he moved that guitar wall to the other side, it enabled me to get what I wanted. And I think at the end, you're happy.
Oh, absolutely. When I was able to move the guitar wall to the other side there, and then what Pat said, then I took advantage of his advice. Tom opened this wall up, and that's exactly what we did, and I'm glad I did it as long as I had my guitar wall. So that was the most important thing. And then with the design here, we just created a neat little sitting area here with after the band gets done playing, we can sit around here and talk and have beers and enjoy the space.
And then this is great too, your Ozzy Osbourne chair.
The Ozzy Osbourne chair. You should sit in there, Pat.
I don't know if I'm worthy of sitting in there.
All of a sudden the music plays.
Hey, Sharon! Sharon! Anyhow, and then you got that inspirational wall, which is cool.
Yeah,
really good stuff.
Pat's idea was to do a curved wall there. So I decided the tattoo was supposed to wrap all the way around. I thought that was too much. So I stopped it right here. I had it die out. And then I created, the idea I had was a soundtrack of your life. So now I have some of my friends that have come down here and put sayings up there of songs that have meant something to them. But that wouldn't have happened without Pat's idea. That was an afterthought I had, but it was his idea to do the
That's cool. Just all comes together, right?
Yep.
So as we walk through, once again too, this whole side of the basement feels as big as the other side because both sides of the staircase is open. So it's just really critical. I talk about this a lot, and it's really true. It makes a huge difference. And then the bottom of the stairs here, we were just gonna put, like, I was originally going maybe some hidden doors or just some regular doors, but you had this idea that you wanted barn doors, but like on hinges.
Yep. And what happened was really cool was I had this idea, I wanted to do real statement doors here. So I had these doors actually custom made by a carpenter in Massachusetts. And he shipped them down to me. And Dan on Pat's crew, I got him on the phone. And this is how good finished basements is to work with. I got Dan on the phone with the carpenter, and they had their contractor language. And what they did is he knew exactly how this was supposed to be. And whatever Dan did, Dan drew it down or whatever. And so when the doors came in, these guys were able to hang the doors based on the specifications I gave to the builder of the doors.
It's making it sound a lot harder than it was.
I couldn't have done it, that's why you did it.
So then we even utilized this space here because we had these columns here, and obviously with the stairs open, with another high top. I mean, I don't know, you probably sit like 40 people down here.
Oh, we put a lot of people.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we also had a need for a half bath, so we have this here, and we can show you that. But again, you know,
the half bath was a great idea because what Pat did here was, I think you were the one that encouraged me to do a real flushing, what was it called?
Yeah, you were trying to do one of those hokey things, and I wanted to put in a real toilet.
I forgot, an injector pump.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what we wound up doing, other than putting in one of those.
Yeah, my friend of mine told me about something that grinds up the.
Not
I didn't want to pack. No, don't do that. We'll drill a hole in the basement.
Yeah.
So that's another suggestion Pat made, and I took advantage of. So.
Yeah, and then we have a kitchenette here as well. You know, which obviously you lit this thing up beautiful and decorated nice, and we utilized the corner area. So I mean, this is really just an entertainment space.
That's exactly
it's really what it is.
I wanted, when you walk down here, I wanted people to feel like when they step into here that they're stepping into the Hard Rock Hotel.
Yeah, and it feels that way.
And it kind of feels that way when you step into all that stuff.
Yeah. So as we conclude, we just did a circle kind of around the staircase, and then we have one more room. So one thing that was real important also was a home theater. So on the design, it was challenging because this basement is really cool. It's got all glass along the whole back wall. So, the property slopes down, so the back of the house is exposed, which makes it really feel like you're not in the basement. But also, we had to find a place for a home theater, and we wanted it to be dark. So this is what we got here. We got this great entrance going in here. And then, Tom, I guess you can show us what's going on here.
Pat and his guys did this whole thing out here. I got the letters, and they kind of created this, just through some ideas, they kind of created this whole, because I wanted a nice entranceway here. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we got obviously platform with some ground level seating, LED lights going right now, movie screen.
I can turn those off.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And then obviously the trim work, everything looks great. What's cool here too is you don't even realize, and one of the times big concern was like, how are we gonna we have utilities all over the place over here. So once we came up with the idea and showed Tom how easy it was for us to create these hidden doors and put the utilities in here, we have one on this side, and then when you come over here, we got one over here too, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Where is it? Right here. There you go.
Yeah.
And actually, you got an overflow fridge and equipment in here.
Oh, that's where we keep all the beverages.
So, yeah, everything about this basement, it just came out great, and it really is a collaboration. So these are the ones I really enjoy when the homeowners are super into it and they have all these ideas in their head, and we're just like, all right, how do we meet here and how do we come up with a great design that fits your vision, and this is it.
And finished basements pull it off, man. This would not look like this without finished basements and some of Pat's design ideas.
Well, can't thank you enough, man, for trusting us and believing in us. I appreciate it. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. All right, guys. Another one. Rock and roll.
Cool.